you appear not to be satisfied with the apology rendered by the Deputy Education Minister designate. She met the caucus. She's sorry about what she has said. You should move on with it, isn't it?
Like I said, ordinarily, I'm sure when somebody commits an error and takes the requisite side to show remorse and apologize, ideally you should accept it.
Oh, career.
Okay?
Career, I've not been seeing you.
So ideally you should. And because I know that every human being, including my good self, we all make mistakes. We can apologize. I'm concerned, number one, about the sincerity of that apology. And two, the forum. It's because this was said at appointments committee, where the entire world was present. Okay? And everybody across the world. It was beamed across the world, and people heard it. So how can you strip me in public and quote me in private? That for me is my concern. So I think that if there's an apology that meets all the standards that are talked about, that is capable of reaching everybody for the whole community to understand that.
What is it that you are holding against her?
That's what I'm just saying. Look, number one, the issue that was raised at the appointment, she didn't address that issue. There were allegations of issues of corruption and that were raised against you. Address it. You didn't need to go personal against the honorable member of parliament. Indeed, the people of Ghana sent him there to ask those questions.
She denied ever being involved.
She did not address the question. It's not enough to just say that.
She denied accusing Victor Smith.
I'm just saying that you just don't say, I did not do this. You have to expatiate on what you are saying. And those issues of allegation of corruption they raised were never answered. So she left the answer and rather attacked the integrity and personality of the member of parliament who was on the committee to do his work. This committee is to scrutinize. I've never seen an appointee who takes those kind of things so personal against her. That is why he was there. Or she thought that she was in the garden, it was to walk across the garden.
So this morning is begging. This morning is begging.
I am not averse to any acceptance of the decision. I'm just interested in one, the sincerity of the apology. Two, the platform that the whole world, in front of the presence of the whole world, that she sought to humiliate the member of parliament. She must use the same platform to retract what she said and put that apology to the whole world for them to know that she has actually repented for what she has done. That's all. If that is done, nobody should hold in it.
Beyond this, we also get an indication that the minority is going to boycott the 4 nominees who were vetted on the day. The speaker had said that you members of parliament should go to your constituencies to get involved in the Greening Ghana campaign.
Let me say without any author that it's a serious betrayal by the NPP side. Why? Who issued the instruction for us to go to our constituencies and go and plant trees? My brother, who issued the instructions for members of parliament to go and do the greening project? Whose initiative is that? Is that not the initiative of the Nana Akufo-Addo government? So the government that is telling MPs to participate and go to their constituencies to plant trees is the government that is asking MPs to stay back and do the vetting. What kind of double standards is that? How can you have your mouth full of water and you are blowing to the candle fire? It cannot work. So the same government cannot ask MPs to go and participate in the and the same government will ask MPs to stay back and do vetting. Those on the vetting committee members of not members of parliament who also need to go and do similar things in their constituency. And that day, I remember the minority, Honorable Haruna Iddrisu, pointed out to them that they should hold the vetting on until we all returned from that exercise. So why were they in an indecent hurry to go and do what they did?
So your caucus will boycott them?
And I'm just saying, and James Okosa, we are indicating, number one, from we in the NDC, he has blood on his hands. You know that they murdered 3 people in his constituency over these elections. You are aware, okay? And a man of such a caliber, over which there's so much controversy, Nana Akufo-Addo, you are giving him appointment. What are you telling Ghanaians?
Are you aware that the mother of Ayari? Are you aware?
Care about the lives of those people.
Are you aware?
Which were lost in the Techima South constituency. And you think that we in NDC should come back and endorse that kind of atrocious crimes that were committed in Techima South?
Are you aware the mother of Ayarik, one of the individuals who was shot dead? In fact, that 16-year-old boy. So, do you know the mother was at the vetting to support Martin
Let
Ejay?
me just tell you, even the mother, the family, 100% of the family would have been here. Did you hear that his uncle and others are vehemently opposed to what happened? Are you aware? Are you also aware that his uncle was on air, chastising those who came to even participate and saying that the life of the life of their son is in their hands? the crime that was committed against their son, if they can commit such atrocious act against your son, and somebody can come and hear that they say they went to build a house or for some material incentive, God of mercy, can that material thing they gave you atone for the life of your son? So for some small material gain, you can sacrifice the life.
Material gain, are you saying?
They offer some material thing. Is it a two-bedroom house or something, or some money? Can that atone for the life of your son?
Who offered the bedroom house?
That's what I'm hearing. Otherwise, what is the basis that somebody has even murdered your son? They have not even come and shown remorse. I have not seen anywhere publicly where the MP has come out and the so-called elected MP came out to say that he had shown remorse about what had happened in Techimasav. Never. And so what is the basis for you to come and sit at his vetting when he's being nominated for ministerial appointment? What is the basis?
Would you agree if some of your MPs say they would want a re-vetting of the 4 of them who they did not vet?
I have raised that one earlier. And I said it is the MPP government itself. We said that all MPs should participate actively in the program. Am I lying? And members of the appointment committee, are they not MPs? And we're not entitled to participate in that program. So how come that when all MPs were supposed to be in their constituency, they were asked to stay back? Is that a wise decision? It is not. It is not a wise decision the government took. So in respect of that matter, they should have allowed all members of the appointments committee to also go home and participate in that exercise. So it was a stab in the back of the NDC group not to take part. And if they didn't take part in that vetting, why should they take part in the approval? My brother, doesn't it make sense? You were denied the right to take part in the vetting. Now you should take part in the approval. What sense does that make? It doesn't make sense. If they found it appropriate to exclude the NDC side from the vetting, who will equally be excluded from the approval. And I think that is justified.
Most grateful, Honorable.